Welcome to 365 Christian Men, where every day we aim to inspire and encourage with real-life stories about men. May 19th, Colonel Jeffrey Williams. In 1993, Jeffrey graduated first in his class at the U.S. Naval Test Pilot School, Class 103. 3 years later, he was selected to be an astronaut. On this date, in the year 2000, the STS-101 mission began, and Jeffrey Williams was the flight engineer and lead spacewalker. This was the third shuttle mission for building the space station. The goal of the 10-day mission was to move and install more than 5,000 pounds of equipment and supplies. On this trip, Jeffrey walked in space for 7 hours. As of this writing in 2020, Jeffrey has spent 534 days in space. In 2019, he was inducted into the Army Aviation Hall of Fame. Here is his story.
Opportunities are easily missed. Keep your eyes open. For 6 weeks, astronaut Jeffrey Williams had been orbiting the Earth. Working aboard the International Space Station was a dream come true for a man who thoroughly enjoyed God's creation. But being an astronaut on the space station got lonely. For weeks, there was only Jeffrey and cosmonaut Pavel. One May morning, the loneliness and the sameness weighed heavy. God had given him this awesome opportunity, but Jeffrey felt forgotten. Every day he got to talk to Anne-Marie, his wife, but being physically separated from his family was weird. It was tough. He was having an adventure, sure, but they were going on with their lives on Earth. He told Anne-Marie what he was thinking, and she said she would pray for him. That was good, but it felt like God had forgotten him. After the call, he floated to his workstation. As he passed by a window where he had a camera set to take pictures of Earth, he had time to snap a few photos for NASA. He looked down on Earth, snowy mountain peaks surrounded by gleaming water, the Aleutian Islands off the tip of the Alaskan Peninsula. He snapped photos, but something was wrong. A giant plume of smoke billowed from the mountain peak, and this was no ordinary mountain fire. The mountain was a volcano, Cleveland volcano, and it was erupting. The station was already passing the area, and by the time Jeffrey called Pavel to see the volcano, it was out of sight. Jeffrey called Houston and reported the eruption, and the excitement stirred. No one on Earth knew about it, and as scientists, they were excited. Jeffrey sent pictures for confirmation, and Houston notified the Alaskan Observatory, but the observatory thought it was a prank. 90 tension-filled minutes passed before the station flew over the volcano again. This time, Jeffrey saw no smoke. Now, like liquid fire, streaks of red and gold lava surged down the sides of the volcano. Jeffrey's body pumped adrenaline, and he was pumped. Even NASA was giddy about the discovery. Jeffrey was probably the only person on or above Earth who had seen the Cleveland volcano erupt. God had heard his wife's prayer, and he hadn't forgotten Jeffrey. Think of the immensity of the universe. Think of the grandeur. Think of one man being in the exact right spot at the exact right time to see one mountain peak so far away. Pavel was right there, and he did not get to see it. Likewise, having a down day was a pretty small moment in Jeffrey's life, but the creator of the immense and grand universe cared about Jeffrey, cared about how he felt, cared that he knew his creator had not forgotten him. He takes care of us continually in the little things, Jeffrey said. In Jeremiah 32:17, the prophet Jeremiah writes, "Ah, sovereign Lord, you have made the heavens and the earth by your great power and outstretched arm. Nothing is too hard for you." Like Colonel Jeffrey Williams, do you have moments when you feel all alone and forgotten by God? you are like many of us men who feel that way at times, it does not mean you have lost your faith. Do you need to pray and ask God to help you keep your eyes open and not miss opportunities to see God all around you? Remember, opportunities are easily missed. Keep your eyes open.
Thank you for listening to today's story. Every day of the year, our hope is to inspire you with real-life stories of faithful men who have gone before us. Hebrews 12:1 says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin that so easily ensnares us. Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us." Join us tomorrow for another story at 365christianmen.com.